Hi friends, I hope everyone is doing good. After my last video, I had received some questions on my DM. So I thought of answering it through video because it will be helpful to all. So I'll directly move to the question. The first question is, what percentage of salary should be deferred? It actually depends upon your cash inflow. You will actually have to analyze two factors, which is revenue loss and deferment of revenue. So revenue loss is basically that you have lost the revenue for current month or period, एंड डेफरमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू इज़ आपके कस्टमर के पास अभी पैसा नहीं है इसलिए आपको पेमेंट नहीं आ रहा है, बट मे बी यू विल गेट द पेमेंट आफ्टर सम पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो इन केस ऑफ revenue loss the cut percentage may be really high, बट इन केस ऑफ डेफरमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू सिंस आपका इनकम डेफर हो रहा है आप भी सैलरी डेफर ही करो, डोंट कट इट. So whatever you do, you tell your employees clearly why you are doing it and for how long you are going to do it. And if you are uncertain for how long you are going to do it, you tell them clearly कि ये महीने का ऐसे हुआ है, अगले महीने का अगले महीने देखेंगे. So I hope all of you are clear with the answer. I'll move to the next question. Can we use our CC limit to pay vendors? Yes, of course you can use your CC limit, but do not exhaust it because it will be a slow poison to your business as of now. यू ट्राई टू बैलेंस इट. अगर 5 लाख आपके कस्टमर से आपको मिल रहा है, 5 लाख का आप पेमेंट करो तो ठीक है. आपका CC 50 लाख का, उसमें से आप 40 lakhs यूज़ कर रहे हो, इट इज़ ऑफ नो पॉइंट. सो यू बैलेंस एज मच एज पॉसिबल. आई विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Is expansion not good even though banks are supporting? No, because the demands are very uncertain. The market is in recession and you do not know when the market will improve. So only if the demand for your product is certain you can think of expansion, otherwise no for the next 3 months. So I'll move to the next question. So I have two similar questions. One is, can you go legal against your debtors, and another is, can MSME law of payment within 45 days can be utilized. So I think going legal right now is not advisable, because since we as a generation has not gone through this pandemic before, the courts may be lenient, and they will actually analyze the situation of debtors, and if they are not going to pay, not able to pay you, so they will be lenient. But in some cases where people are using this situation as an advantage and not paying money, we can go legal, but we will have to work on it and decide if we can go or not go. So next question is, can peer companies share these expenses? Yes, why not? I had spoke about eliminating the expenses in my previous video. Sharing the expenses will definitely eliminate it to a long scale. So yes, you can share your expenses with your peers. Like for example, अगर आपको पूरा space नहीं चाहिए, so you can share the space with your peers, so this will reduce your rent cost. I'll move to the next question. Interest on CC and credit card bills have been deferred. Yes, they have been deferred, but interest on credit card bills will be really high. It can go up to 35%. So I'll advise, if you have money, you pay it off. So next question is, tell us the waiver about provident fund and professional tax. So if you have employees, less than 100 employees in your company, and 90% of the employees have salaries of less than 50,000, the government will contribute the PF for next 3 months. And for professional tax payable as on 31st March, they have extended it for next 45 days. So I'll move to the next question. Can force majeure clause be applied to other contracts? Yes, it depends on the drafting of the contract. It can bring many situations into picture, like you can defer your payment, it can also suspend the payment, you can also renegotiate the payment. Some of the businesses might not have force majeure clause. That doesn't mean that you have a right to not pay. You can renegotiate with your contractees whenever you want. Force majeure clause will trigger because this situation like COVID-19 has not occurred before. So yes, force majeure clause will trigger in many contracts. I'll move to the next question. What percentage of discounts can be asked from the vendors? No straight answers for this. I have seen invoices where vendors specify if you'll pay upfront, I'll give you a discount of 5%. And in some cases, if you pay within a month, I'll give you a discount of 3 to 2%. So you can ask your vendors for a discount to 3 to 4%, but actually it depends upon person to person. So no straight answers to this. Try to renegotiate. In such situation, only renegotiation and communication skills will work. So, are there any, next question is, are there any other expenses to be looked into? Again, there is no straight answer for this question. It depends upon the sector and your business line. You have to analyze your expenses, check if it can be eliminated completely, deferred, reduced, renegotiate, or shared. So, analyze your expenses and rework on it. I'll move to the next question. It says, tell us more about inventory management. See, the more you analyze your inventory, the more you will be clear about your cash flows. So, you analyze the time taken to convert your purchases into sales, analyze your inventory to sales turnover, which will help you to know that know your increase in the inventory. Also, you can analyze your inventory to turnover analysis. For this, you will need to know the number of product in stock, the number of products sold, and your turnover. More you analyze your inventory, the more it will help you to solve the cash flow problems. I think I am done with the questions. So thank you. Bye. Take care.